So I don't really ever buy myself camera gear, like at least not super often. I just bought this bag, a new camera bag, for a completely new camera setup that I just ordered, I think 7 days ago. That's gonna be a pretty drastic change on the channel because you guys are so used to seeing this camera. And we're gonna be going back to Canon stuff, which, wait, I've never had a Canon on this channel. Wow, that's super weird. You see, the camera that I usually use on this channel is a GH5. It's a Panasonic, and wow, this mirror is super dirty. This is an awesome camera. I've used it for probably about 2 years now, and before this camera, I used a Panasonic GH4. I've had Canon cameras in the past, but I just now realized I've never actually used one on this channel, which is that's so weird. Is that true? I think that's true. Because we went from using specifically like a GoPro. That was all I used for the beginning of this channel, was a GoPro and a GoPro only. And from there, I wanted to get something other than a Canon because I had a Canon previously, which is why I got the Panasonic GH4, not the GH5. I like the Panasonic GH4, which is this camera right here. It worked great, you know, I had no problems with it. It just ended up getting pretty old and I needed a new camera and I needed a second camera, so I still have this. I'm gonna keep my GH5, but the new camera is a Canon 1DX Mark II. It's supposed to show up at some point today, as well as one of the lenses that I got, which was I think the 16-35 is showing up today. So if you don't really care about camera stuff, I apologize, but that's what's gonna be happening, and it's a pretty big change, and I figured you guys should know. I also got this new carbon tripod, which is really freaking cool, because my other tripod really sucked. Because I don't spend money on tripods. I still didn't. This tripod was only $100 for a full carbon tripod, so that's a pretty good deal. I used my old head though. Pretty stoked on this. Very stoked on this bag. I had to buy the inserts, which kind of sucked, and they should be here in a few days, but I can at least use this for now. All right, so before we actually move forward, I want to let you guys know I am not going to be riding in today's video. Today is January 6th, and tomorrow is January 7th, which is my birthday, so I'm gonna go riding with a couple of friends. So today I'm just gonna kind of relax and just take it easy so that tomorrow I can actually go ride and have a good time. But of course, you guys came here to see what my review is of the Envy 120 by 30mm gap wheels. So I started riding these wheels, how long ago did I start riding these? December 2nd, 2020, so just over a month now. That was when I switched over to this whole scooter, which I've been calling the Blue Bandit, which has an Omen SCS up on the front. It's got the Galaxy 120 by 30mm gap wheels. These are the tri-bearing wheels, and taller bars, the whole 9 yards, and these are the Reaper V2s, not the V3s, just so everybody knows, because I know that's going to be a question. So we'll start off with the first question that I know everybody's kind of thinking right now, and that is, are these wheels fast? The simple answer is yes, these wheels are fast. They're very fast, but I wouldn't say they actually go faster than like, let's say a Lambo wheel. Let me explain. I feel like the wheels go the same speed, right? Like they'll actually go, so if I drop in and I pump super hard on something, I'll go the same speed as I would on another Envy 120mm wheel. But I feel like these wheels continue that speed for longer. When I get on other wheels, like we'll just say like a 120 Lambo wheel, right? It's a wheel I've ridden a ton. I still like that wheel, and I'll still probably ride that wheel after these and kind of go back and forth just because I like the look of those, and just how they perform is just a different sensation. When I drop into, let's say, a quarter pipe and I pump really hard, let's just say I go 20 miles an hour, right? Let's just say I'll go 20 miles an hour for like 100 feet, okay? When I drop in on these and I pump super hard and I go the same speed, I'll probably go that 20 miles an hour for like 150 feet, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 130 feet. It's not a huge difference, but it is noticeable. Next thing, which was what I was kind of really concerned about with these wheels, is the weight. Are they super heavy? You can tell a difference, of course. I also got taller bars right when I put these wheels on. So I feel like that made my scoot feel a little bit different, but I don't feel a massive weight difference on the bottom of my scooter where my wheels are. If you hold them in your hand, yes, they are gonna feel slightly heavier because they have more hardware on the inside of the wheel, they have more bearings, of course it's a larger wheel, which means it's a bigger core. There's a bunch of different things that go into making this wheel, and of course it's gonna be heavier, but do you feel it is the question. And I say like, I don't really feel much of a difference, at least not what I was expecting. If there is a big weight difference, I'm willing to sacrifice a lighter scooter for that little bit of extra speed. My personal favorite part about these wheels is something I didn't think a lot of people were gonna like, but a lot of people that I ride scoots with have really loved the fact that these have tread. Now, you don't notice a difference when it comes to the tread. You don't. There's no better grip, there's nothing like that. The better grip is because of the larger wheel. It's not because of the tread, let's just clarify that. But the tread makes such a cool sound when you're riding a ramp. So when I ride the mini ramp at Scooter Zone, which by the way, you can get these wheels at Scooter Zone as well as a ton of different Envy parts and other scooter parts if you ride those. So check us out at www.thescooterzone.com. The tread makes it sound like a bike sound. So it's like, it's so neat. I think it's just because it's different. So when I'm riding with my friends and they don't have these wheels and they drop in and it just is normal, and then I drop in, you can hear it. It's not that it's not annoying. It's nothing like that. It's just different. So it kind of makes me stand out a little bit more. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's so true. A lot of the people that I ride with, Tristan, Brando, RG, when I ride with them and they hear that, they're like, that's so cool. Like we actually, they appreciate it because it's different. So that's probably my favorite part about them. Not the speed, not the grip, it's literally just the noise that it makes. I don't know how well you guys can hear it when I ride with my GoPro on, but I'm sure you can hear it a little bit. I'll put a quick clip that I know you can hear it on, and you can kind of break it down for yourselves and see if you like it. See what I mean? It's kind of neat. Now, things I don't like about the wheels. There's not that much that I don't like about these. Although there is one thing about these wheels that I had to do that I didn't necessarily like. And that's the fact that not on the front. The front I'm fine. So like where the actual fork is, I'm cool with this whole setup right here. This is fine. No worries because it comes with the smaller spacers so that I can put these wheels on. It doesn't get in the way. Nothing, right? I'm cool with that. Although, on the rear end, you have to have the specific 30 mil spacers as well, which again, is fine. It's not that big of a deal. But if you have that big rubber housing that normally goes in here with your normal deck spacers that come with an AOSV 5 or an AOSV 4, it rubs. So that little rubber spacer, like the actual rubber grommet thing is what I call it, actually rubs on the inside of the wheel right here. It's not that big of a deal because you can just take that little rubber grommet out, which is what I did. So I just want to clarify that. So if you're running these wheels on an AOSV 5 and you're experiencing that little rub, just take that rubber grommet thing off. Just run the spacers, okay? Here, I'll show you a little closer. Can you see on the inside right there? Right in here, there's no rubber thing. It's just the spacer that you get with the 30 millimeter wheels. So that's the only con that I really see on these wheels right now is just that situation. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of annoying, that's all. We've sold a few pairs of these over at Scooter Zone, and the people that have gotten them have loved them. The only thing that they're not crazy about is that they have to buy more hardware, which is just those little spacers, but they're pretty cheap. So if you're looking to switch all your stuff over to 30 millimeter wheels, I would recommend them. Although, please make sure that if you are gonna switch over to 30 millimeter wheels, you have the proper fork. So you have a 30 millimeter compatible fork. In my case, I'm riding the Declare fork. I was trying to get a black one, but all I had at the moment was oil slick. I actually don't really mind it. So Declare forks, these will work, okay? So the Declare SCS Envy fork, you're good to go. Please just do your research, make sure that your fork will actually fit 30s as well as the back of your deck. Most decks will fit 30s on the back, but some won't. So some of the street decks that just run washers or very small spacers with 24 millimeter wheels will not fit 30mm wide wheels. So make sure that you do your research. If you want to find out, you can always call us at Scooter Zone, which is 951-296-2222. You can find out. We'll be happy to let you guys know what fork works, what doesn't, and what you would need in order to ride these wheels. I do still like these wheels a lot, and I think I'm gonna end up riding another pair when it comes to my next scooter or just my next set of wheels. I think I'm gonna do the black on black ones or the blue and black ones next for my scooter, because I think it would flow really well with the way that I have my scoot going, and it makes it more of the Blue Bandit, because I would really like to have a blue on blue set of these wheels, but they don't make those. Envy only makes the blue on black, which is fine. I'm not tripping. So I'm gonna end up having those on this scooter here pretty soon, and then it'll make the Blue Bandit a little more blue. Huge thanks to my friends over at Envy for supplying me with, of course, all of these scooter parts. You guys are the best. Love this scoot, and a lot of other people are enjoying it too. Everybody sees it, they're like, "Oh, it's the Blue Bandit." I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It's kind of funny. Super excited to get this camera in. I think once I actually get it, we're gonna be doing a lot more photo shoots and things like that, so that I can post more professional photos on my Instagram. And of course, it films some insane video footage. So we're gonna have some pretty interesting looks here on the channel. It's gonna change up a lot. I'll give you guys a little comparison if you want. And yeah, so that'll be happening hopefully by Friday. You'll have a video, but until then, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys as always. Much love. If you guys are looking to get some merch, just go to www.raymondwarner.com. We got the new Just Ride shirts, and hats are coming back in soon. So I apologize for not being in stock in hats, but we're working hard to make sure that those get to you guys very soon. Much love, you guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, I'm out. Later.